An 8-wicket win for Australia in the second T20I that sealed the series for them with one match to spare. Welcome to Avnir presents the Outside View, powered by WTF Sports. We review the second T20I and also look forward to the fourth T20I between England and West Indies. First up, talking points from the Australia-New Zealand game. Yet again, New Zealand's batting let them down this time, even after they won the toss and chose to bat. Openers misfire, the middle order, there was a semblance of control when Amy Satterthwaite and Susie Bates were batting, but then once the pair separated, it was all went downhill, didn't it, Ananya?
Yeah, it did. I mean, like you said, the openers didn't get going, and when Bates and Satterthwaite were batting, there seemed like there was a little bit of hope. They looked in control. You could see that they had batted together for many years. So they looked like they were taking control of the innings, but then an unfortunate decision kind of, I suppose, derailed that innings.
Unfortunate, yes, Will. That's the second talking point, the umpiring itself. Amy Satterthwaite, the rub of the green didn't go in her way in the second match. In the first match, we saw that Sophie Devine got a rough deal. The umpiring has been in focus more so with the absence of DRS, isn't it?
Yeah, it has. I mean, I guess both of them were line calls. You kind of, I guess the benefit of the doubt, that whole argument of where does the benefit of the doubt go? Does it go with the batter or, I suppose DRS kind of has exposed the fact, but I mean, these are third umpire decisions and, they have multiple camera angles, multiple replays that they can watch. So I think it's their line calls and you wouldn't want to be an umpire making these calls. I guess everything just comes into focus.
Yeah, I suppose both the contentious calls didn't actually warrant a DRS usage, but that doesn't take away the fact that Australia were clearly dominant in both the games. The batting in the first match, the middle order rescued them. In the second, it was as clinical as it can get with the chase. Of course, the bowlers also delivered for them. Anything, do you think there are some weaknesses that Australia might talk about correcting when heading into the third match?
I'm not sure if you can call it a weakness, but I think just the fact that, Mooney and Healy, while Healy did really well today, I think the fact that they haven't, they're not doing as well or they're not as prolific as they normally are, I guess. I wouldn't call it a worry, but I guess that's something that both Mooney and Healy as individual batters will want to carry on. They both looked really good today. I thought Mooney drove very well, and Healy, of course, was at her flamboyant best. So I think they'd want to carry on with that. But again, it gave Rachael Haynes and Meg Lanning time in the middle. And you could see the difference between Australia and New Zealand with that partnership. They were so good tactically. They were able to, score all around the ground and force the bowlers to make mistakes, which New Zealand were not able to do.
Your praise for Mooney's batting leads us nicely to our next segment, the yay or nay moment. What are your picks, Ananya?
So for me, the yay moment was actually Rachael Haynes' innings. I thought she was just so tactically aware of the field and where she wanted to score her runs, how she could force the bowlers to, bowl in areas that she wanted. So that's my yay moment. My nay moment, I suppose, I'm really disappointed with where Katie Perkins is batting. I think she's so much better than a number 9, and I just feel like New Zealand are not using her as well as they can. So that's my nay moment. What were your picks for this game?
My yay moment is Amy Satterthwaite's knock. It was 30 of 25 odd balls, but the way she batted, I really loved it. And the nay is, again, with New Zealand's disappointing batting. The middle and lower middle orders were really didn't live up to the expectations. But now let's move on and look at the fourth T20I between England and West Indies. What's in store? It's, again, like you mentioned last time, it's like a broken record. We are talking about the corrective measures for West Indies. Is it time to brood some fresh legs in? The likes of Natasha McLean, Karishma Ramharak or Kesia Souls. What can West Indies do?
I guess they can, give their other players a chance, I suppose. I mean, we've seen Leanne Kirby in the first 3 games, hasn't delivered. and I think Natasha McLean kind of fills the same spot. She's a big hitter, and she's known to, I suppose, find the boundary, which is exactly what they expected from Kirby. So I think she's someone that they can bring in, and we've seen spin do well in Derby. So I think maybe Karishma Ramharak or Kesia Schultz can get a run in, because West Indies have been very disappointing. So I don't think it hurts for them to try anyone new.
England, of course, 3-0 up. All the matches they've posted a target, posted a score, and defended it successfully. So that could be one interesting aspect to look forward to if they end up chasing the fourth match. But just have a predictor's hat, and just let's predict about who do you think will likely be slotted in the playing 11.
Well, it would be very nice to see Sophia Dunkley get a game. I think she's come into this series with a lot of form and a lot of runs under her belt. So I think she's one person that I'm really, really keen to see get another go at international cricket. The little we saw of her, she looks like she has the temperament to succeed at this level, and she's someone I'm really keen to see. And Katie George as well. She's a prodigious swinger of the ball, so she's someone that could potentially be a leader of their attack in the years to come. So I think she's someone that they can give a look in as well.
Talking about predictions and playing 11s, head over to the WTF Sports app and play the fantasy game for the series. Here's our 11. Ananya, your choices for the captain and vice captain.
So I'm going with two all-rounders this time because my pick last time did not work. So I'm going with Natalie Siver and Deandra Dawson for my captain and vice captain. What about you? Who did you pick?
Natalie Siver is my captain, and I'm going to bank on Sarah Glenn to give me points as the vice captain. So don't forget to make your 11s, combining the players from England as well as West Indies ahead of the fourth T20I. And keep watching Avnir Presents, the Outside View part by WTF Sports.